And if you look at last 10 years, our lives have changed, in a big way. It's all driven by technology.
As an IT leader, as an IT decision maker, as a CTO in a company today that's not directly related to technology, it's daunting, right? Because you have so many ideas coming at you, so many startups, so many companies, with the next greatest widget.
If you look at today, IT decision makers are under pressure to deliver more performance, more scalability, more security at lower cost of ownership to make sure that you are able to deliver for your business based on the latest and greatest available to you from a software perspective.
And I think as they start to really embrace and understand what the capabilities of technology are, that's where you're truly going to start to see, kind of change that driving that next level. But the truth of it is that's IT no longer just increasing productivity at the back office or doing payrolls better or doing ERP better. This is IT actually influencing the way that a product looks, not just in the product, but how the product is built.
A lot of IT decisions are made today based on data. Analytics capabilities are going to be your differentiator, your competitive edge.
So, in the next 5 to 10 years, you can see how IT and what we're calling IT today is really going to become the central piece of so many jobs.
It's all about data processing using traditional technologies as well as emerging big data and AI technologies.
So if you're in design, if you're in manufacturing and operations, it doesn't matter what you do. There's going to be an element of utilizing AI, utilizing big data, utilizing variety of technologies in play to really take things to the next level. That is super challenging. I do believe people who get it right will dominate the industries that they're in.
And of course, public cloud is going to be a major part of our enterprise portfolio. You're not talking about one cloud. Okay, you're talking about multi-cloud in many cases, right? In Cloud A, we may be using DevTest, and Cloud B for traditional enterprise applications, and Cloud C for AI.
You have, on one hand, folks that are thinking about what do I do to move my workloads in the cloud? How do I modernize my IT? I have all of these applications. How do I move them over? What are the challenges for me to adopt the latest generation of technology, be able to leverage the cloud?
You continue to run your data center, but you need to have the agility, the efficiency.
I think that kind of phenomenon is going to end up driving the entire ecosystem, the entire economy at some level, right? And not just here, but globally, which is totally exciting, right? And we're still at the infancy. We are at a fantastic time in history when you think about the big picture.
I'm Ragu Nambiar, Corporate Vice President at AMD, responsible for software and solutions.
I am Kumaran Siva. I'm the Corporate Vice President for Business Development at AMD.